Tipple Time is brought to you in part by Perfect Puree of Napa Valley and Maison Ferrand.
Okay, it's once again time for Tipple Time. Time for Tipple Time. I like the way that sounds. Today I'm going to make for you the cranberry spiced sidecar. So the sidecar cocktail is one of my absolute favorite cocktails in the entire world. You hear me say that a lot, and it's true. I do have a lot of favorite cocktails, but I'm not just saying it this time because Cognac is one of my favorite spirits, as well as my father's. And there is no better cocktail or sidecar, for that matter, than one with Ferrand 1840 Cognac. And this is a nice variation that utilizes Perfect Puree of Napa Valley, cranberry puree, so it's nice and seasonal, relevant. And of course, you may know this, but maybe you don't. Well, we've had quite an issue with staffing and time it takes to prepare things in restaurants and bars, and really Perfect Puree and all of their puree flavors help you cut back on that time. And it saves you a lot of time because they're already done there for purees, delicious for different types of cocktails. But without further ado, let's use the Ferrand 1840 Cognac, which has this really nice, luxurious, full body. Great in a Cognac old fashioned, great in classics, and also great just on the rocks, neat, maybe with a little cigar action. Who knows? I don't really smoke cigars anymore, but maybe you do, and that's totally fine. And right now what I'm doing is I'm adding 1.5 ounces using my jigger into my mixing glass. And of course, a sidecar classically is Cognac, orange Curacao or triple sec, and lemon juice and simple syrup. And I'm using the Ferrand Dry Curacao, of course. Nothing but the best. And we are adding 1/2 ounce into the mixing glass, just like that. And now some lemon juice. Oh, there it is. I thought I had forgotten it for a quick second. We're going to add 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. And of course, the Perfect Puree of Napa Valley, cranberry puree. Now, guys, I've used this puree in particular, the cranberry, for many, many years in a lot of different cocktails. Great in a classic punch style drink, but this sidecar is really quite nice, and I definitely challenge you to utilize it at home. You can actually, we'll drop the link down here. You can go to the Perfect Puree website and order some of these cool sample containers of their purees. So here we go, adding my ice. You may hear it. For those of you who are just listening, I fill my shaker to the top. I pop my tin portion on top, make sure that it's sealed, glass facing up top always whenever we shake. And I will, you guys remember, no, this is the first time I'm really making a drink for you guys, so you would not remember what I say when I shake a cocktail. What do I say when I shake a cocktail? Shake it awake, don't rock it to sleep. Okay? You ready? All right. I don't know if they're going to fast forward this because I shake for 10 Mississippis, but you can count with me. Here we go. Yeah, okay, we're about halfway done now. And there we go. That's nice. And you may be wondering, well, Jonathan, why do you call it the cranberry spice sidecar? Well, I'm sorry, but I do not want to call it a pumpkin spice sidecar because a lot of people might be averse to the whole pumpkin spice thing. But for me, no shame, no harm in pumpkin spice. I actually quite like it. And I did this nice rim, which is a combination of cinnamon sugar and pumpkin pie spice. So pumpkin pie spice doesn't actually have pumpkin in it. It's just the spices that go along with apple pie, pumpkin pie, nutmeg, ginger, clove, those sorts of delicious warm baking spices. So now I'll strain my drink out into my cocktail coupe glass, and you'll see that it's rimmed. It's rimmed. Can you get the close-up? We'll get the close-up shot here. It's rimmed with the cinnamon sugar pumpkin pie spice. And my garnish is a lovely lemon wheel. Oh my goodness. Let's make sure that stays on nicely. There we go. A cranberry spice sidecar for you. A real treat. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Tipple Time is brought to you in part by Maison Ferrand and Perfect Puree of Napa Valley.